This week's episode is wild. I tell you all about how I was invited to the iconic Four Seasons in Cap Ferrat in the south of France to meet a new client, and while it sounds dreamy, it definitely was. Stepping into unfamiliar spaces like this definitely triggered some imposter syndrome. So today I'm talking about how to navigate fear when you're out of your comfort zone, and to top it off, we locked in our very first property in Italy. Big moves, big mindset shifts. Let's get into it. Before I take you to the south of France, we got the very exciting news that we have secured our first Airbnb property in Italy, which is of course very, very exciting.
When you try to learn Italian and fail and ask for a big natural end of sentence.
And Donnie's going to tell you all about how we managed to do it. Anyway, here I am, practicing Italian, failing Italian, but at least I'm trying my best. What happened?
We said, let's run it back. Frate? Tell me, how was the shot? We have got a very good news indeed.
Which is what?
The news is that basically the only property that we've selected out of the ones we've seen in Puglia, we spoke to the landlord and he has agreed to give us his property and allow us to use it for touristic purposes.
Touristic purposes?
And yeah, for people that want to come and use the property and stay, which is very good because not all landlords are open to this kind of service. So we are ecstatic.
We are very happy.
Very happy.
A salute!
A salute.
A salute!
Guys, have you ever seen anything so beautiful? After I checked in, I spent a little bit of time in the room getting ready, doing some work. I had a 11 o'clock meeting the next day with the client to basically meet them all and present my thoughts on how we could work best together. We got ready for dinner and headed to Cipriani in Monaco. They'd rented out the entire restaurant. It was such a good time. Okay, this is the look for night one. This is not really doing it justice. However, how incredible is the top? Obsessed. Trousers are also Dop. Shoes are Zara, which are fresh and have not been worn. If I was to tell you that they're uncomfortable, I would not be lying. First night, great success. Met the founder, which went very well. It was a very interesting event. Got home, about to take my makeup off. I am shattered. Had such a nice dinner though with everybody. There is a couple of influencers here and the team are just great. Michael is amazing, who is a very good friend of mine, and he basically introduced me to this client and said that they needed somebody to join to lead on the sales. So this is a big networking event. The event itself is called AMWC. It's a conference in Monaco that happens over this weekend, and the brand who have hosted me are a gold sponsor, and they basically bring a ton of clients and people out here to Monaco to enjoy, to experience the brand, to understand how the brand works, and it's a super exciting opportunity. I'm shattered. I'm going to go to bed. It's about 11:30. I want to get up really early. I want to try and go to the gym in the morning. I want to then prep. I have a meeting at 11 with the founder to talk through the opportunity that we're talking about in London. And then I have a lunch with them all, and then a conference in the afternoon, which is when we hear more about the brand, what they do. These are my PJs. Obviously, I'm off to bed. Good night. Bonsoir. Arrivederci. Guys, I'm ordering breakfast for tomorrow. Came back to the room and found this on the side. So I'm ordering breakfast. I'll show you in the morning what we get. Good night, my loves. Good morning. We're having breakfast. Eggs, salmon, bread basket, fruit, more salmon, juice. Delicious. And then ahead of the meeting this morning, I have at 11 with the client. I'm going to prep some, just do a little bit of work, get ready, obviously, and head down to meet her. It's a Saturday. Very excited. I'm going to talk her through my history, my work experience. We're going to talk about what I can basically do for the business, and I'm really excited to meet her. I've met her briefly yesterday evening. She seems really lovely. She seems a complete force of nature, and it's just an opportunity to get to know her and to talk about her aesthetic side of things, but also her skincare brand that is not established in the UK market, and she wants to launch it into the UK market and is looking for advice and guidance. So I'm looking forward to sitting down with her. It got me thinking, right, last night we were at this event and I knew very little people. And I've realised when you go into those rooms, I think sometimes they can be or can feel quite intimidating because obviously you know limited people and the atmosphere maybe sometimes can feel a little bit intense. Is everyone that friendly? And my best advice for going into those rooms is to smile at people who look like they don't want a smile, they're not interested in a smile. Smile at people, introduce yourself, and politely force yourself into situations like that, because you have to command the room. Just be confident, smile, introduce yourself, put your hand out, and demand their attention, because that is how you take control of feeling potentially out of control when you walk into those rooms. That is my advice. Take control, be confident, and be smiley. It's very hard to not like someone who smiles. And more people need to smile. And don't be intimidated by the fact that you feel like other people around you are not smiling. Make that be a reason that you do smile more. That's my word of advice when you go into rooms and you feel a little bit uncomfortable. I use it and it works. So I'm going to get ready. It's 10 o'clock now. Going to finish drying my hair. And then this afternoon we have a lunch and then we have a conference where we're going to hear more about the brand and their expertise, which I'm really excited for, to hear exactly how the brand talks about their brand. I think there's no better place or person to talk about a brand than the owner or the people that immerse themselves and work within it. So that's really exciting. And then we have a gala this evening in Monaco, which I'm very excited for. Not really sure what to expect. And I left my supplements in Rome, so I am feeling a little bit bloated and would love to go to the toilet at some point. So it might be a bit of a heavy coffee day to help me get through that. But yeah, very excited for today. It's going to be very busy and we leave tomorrow, which I'm very sad about, but the place is beautiful. One of the nicest hotels I think I've ever stayed in, and it's just... everything is such attention to detail and it's just beautiful. The sun is shining. I would 100% stay here again if I had to. Tough gig, but someone has to do it. I'm leaving and I'm very sad about this because the weather is beautiful. But yeah, it's time to go. I'm going back to London and I'm actually quite excited to get into a bit of a routine.